Also, this is made by the same people who made Untitled Goose Game, so the art style will probably be, yeah, Boulder, Colorado. It said Wyoming in the game description. I'm not a liar. You see, Julia. What? She was about your age, late 20s. She was about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You are drunk. I'm gonna go with... I mean, I'm drunk, right? And a typical drunk thing is, you're pretty. Or should I go, so, what's your major? I'm going to that one. You slur the word major and it smells like chords. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxology? Was that a burn? Yes, she says defiantly. Worry she hurt your feelings. She asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. How big's the cheeseburger? It's like the size of like the plate, like that big. Yeah, that's the case. Yeah. 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. Can I change mouse sensitivity? Can I bump that down by 10? Wahoo! Coffee! Okay. Nobody's out here to mug me, right? Hello? Still feels a little bit too like quick. So I'm gonna knock it down by another 10. There we go. That's a bit more manageable. What's over here? Can I run? Yeah, that's the up ramp. Okay, this is where you go to dispose of things. Alright. Yeah, so far the game looks very nice. Very. Looks freaking... Oh, load. Why won't you put that in the back seat? You dated for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. What kind of dog? It's gonna be a husky? Oh, I love freaking huskies. Oh, it's a beagle. That's pretty good too. Beagles are pretty awesome. I had a pet beagle growing up, and they're pretty great dogs. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Man, Mayhem the German Shepherd. Yeah, I mean German Shepherds are like great guard dogs. Wait, something can happen to Julia depending upon whether oh man. I mean the beagle would make her happy, right? But at the same time, kind of want to keep her safe. So I think I'm going to go with Mayhem. Mayhem's an excellent dog. He loves wrestling with you in the park and goes with Julia on her runs. Even though he's too big to bring to school, Julia loves him all the same. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which one we chose. Mayhem is a friend, child, and pet, all rolled into one. Yeah, that's typically how dogs are. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids, they're not very smart or good at math much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple little idiots. One day, why rush? That would be pretty good. I'm not interested in. I'm not very interested in having my own kids. Thinking I haven't had very good. I guess don't have the patience right now. Not that I can even have kids. That would be pretty good. And one day, why rush? She looks away towards the mountains. We have plenty of time, right? Speak for yourself, mister. Don't worry. Oh, is she gonna die? Is this like an up situation where it's gonna cut to us being in the... You tell her she has the body of an undergrad. My ovary... What? Didn't get the memo. My ovaries didn't get the memo. Okay. 6 months later, you get engaged, lying in bed on a Sunday morning. Aww. Not very romantic. Not like a park or something. Okay. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Thoroughfare Trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Is a primitive backcountry trail. I can't read the rest of that. No fireworks. Don't forget to check in. Can I collect this? Okay. Are we going for a hike then? Can I run? Oh, I can order run. That checks because usually it usually shifts my run key. It's Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You worry. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Oh, man. Didn't check in. Came home drunk. Don't want to ignore her. I'd rather get mad than to ignore. You call her inconsiderate. Oh wow, an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. That's kind of funny, though. Pose like and flex like He-Man. That's overrated. Very nice. Oh, okay, so we're basically going back in time. Okay, I get it now. Going back and forth between when you and her are still together, I guess. 2 forks. Fire lookout. 8 miles. Spacebar to hop over. Okay. It's a nice little game so far. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking mayhem at night. There's a festival in town. There's a fuck, I can't type. Say that word. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Mayhem runs away. May me move. Like dog. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. You scare him away. You beat his damn face in. Well, I picked a dog to protect us. And that failed. So now I gotta protect us. Your arms get cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. Yeah, I wonder why. If I get mugged, I'm thinking of finding an alternate route too. Or I'm bringing someone with me to protect me. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. I don't want to impede on my partner's life. If they want to go do something, then I'll let them go do it, especially if it's good for them. And I'll move with them. Like, I would absolutely go with them. But if, like, no choice, like, if I can't go with them, then this is the best option. You ask if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees and flies to Boulder 3 times each semester. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Uh-oh. Stress? Or something else? You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine to forget about it. I mean, I say talk about it because that doesn't sound good. After seeing multiple doctors having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Kind of hard thing to keep a secret, and that's something you should keep a secret from anybody. What the shit? Okay, I'm gonna have to blur that. I should have done a He-Man pose if I'd known that was coming up. Mayhem is getting older. He's got silver hair down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. I really hope I'm saying this in a way that's understandable. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has been brought home by the police. She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Like I said, like that's something that's kind of hard to hide. Like you can't really hide dementia, especially as it gets worse, because that stuff like that happens. Some days you get Julia. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. It's like, shit, you gotta hide. Get in the closet. Get in the closet. Hide beneath the bed. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to take trips to and from their home to Australia to visit her. Oh, their home in Australia. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. That feels like dumping her off, though, at, like, a home. Like, to be by myself and not, like, in with people that, like... A lot of times with homes like this, like a care facility, the nurses there... You have like a 50-50 shot of whether or not they actually are going to take care of the residents, or they're just going to be a-holes and just abuse the people living there, because who are they going to tell? And that's if they remember, in Julia's case with her dementia. So it's probably best just to keep her, like, them close, so that way you can help them and have somebody familiar there to help through the issue, the condition, like the dementia. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, wow, that's cool. Hey, buddy. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. Did I make the wrong? No, no. No matter how frustrating you get, you gotta take care of the people you love. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching basketball in the summer, college basketball in the winter. Baseball! Watching baseball in the summer, and basketball in the winter. Drink then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. First time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put in a chair in front of the bedroom door, like locking her in. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. That feels like a very bad idea, because she could freak out because you've effectively kidnapped and are holding somebody hostage. And with someone with dementia and not knowing how they got there, that's a very tense and scary situation. And so she's gonna yell and scream and bang on that door to try to get it out, and the police are gonna get called, and then you're gonna get in trouble. So you might as well like just go this route and hope that whatever happens. Like she is able to sleep. You go to the same bar at the Boring Inn or Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple of nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night you were stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. Oh shit. Yeah, you done messed up. You should have walked home. Or have somebody take you home. Get an Uber. Like, if you're drinking that heavily at a bar, if I can get an Uber, have somebody call you an Uber. Or don't go at all, if you can drink at home. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia's coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in a newspaper for a job. This is for the Firewatch. You take it.